Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to another episode. So yes, I'm gonna be taking a little break from Skies of Arcadia Legends for a while. I've been enjoying it, honestly. Really been enjoying it. It's really good for you guys that has watched it, have watched, I should say, a couple of the episodes I had in that game. Hope you guys have been enjoying it as well and all that good stuff. But I just want to take a little break so I can do some other things on here and all that good stuff. As you guys see, I have some of my Easter decorations up behind me and my little toys over there, teddy bears and everything like that. So yeah, so just have like a kind of like an Easter theme, going on. Even though I couldn't find any like Easterish type of games or whatever like that, but it's all good. But yeah, so today I want to talk about is Star Ocean till the end of time. I know I mentioned that my last part for you guys to watch of Skies of K Legends. I mentioned that I wanted to do a quick like review slash rant and my thoughts and everything on Star Ocean till the end of time. Since I've been playing it, I'm currently playing it now and everything like that. And I got far, not I wouldn't say like too far, but I did get like a good amount, like I should say, like a good amount of time into the game and everything like that. So I like what, maybe time is best to like now is best to like do like a little quick review or whatever like that. Just like talk about the things that I've seen in the game that I don't like and everything like that, and my likes and dislikes and all that stuff and everything like that. So I usually start with the bad, but I'm gonna start with the good first. The good, well, the best thing I should say. The two best things I like in Star Wars until the end time is the music. Music is really good and everything like that. Love the music, and the story is really good. Like the story has me hooked. Like I don't know of any modern JRPGs right now that have a good story that keeps you hooked and everything like that. Like how these old games have. But this game, oh my god, the story is really really good. I've been enjoying everything like that. I love sci-fi and everything like that, like with different planets and things like that, sci-fi astrology, all that stuff. Talking about different planets. I love the little dictionary he has in the game when you can actually read up on different planets in the game or different characters and different like all different type of things. And they talk about even like from the past games I've played and everything. They talk about the planets from them. Those games like Expel, that planet was in Second Story. They talk about Roic, which was in First Departure R, and everything like that. Really, really good. I love that. So yeah, so that's pretty much three. My three positives, like the dictionary where you can like read up everything in the game in the Star Ocean series, and the music and the story. Really good. And honestly, I don't really know what else I can say with the good things for the game. But I want to start out differently and talk about the good stuff before I get to the bad stuff. I'm always starting with the bad stuff, my rants and all that stuff. But yeah, the negatives. Oh my god, where do I begin? um, let's start with the dungeons. The dungeons, oh my god, the dungeons are super long and it's repetitive. Super long, repetitive, and they're like mazes. Like if you don't have that map on, you don't keep that map on, you're gonna get lost. You're gonna be going back and forth and everything like that. I just feel like the dungeon should have been. It should have been a little bit more like I should say well done. It wasn't well done, everything like that. It should have been a little more detail, everything. It should have been a lot more love that went into the dungeons and everything like that. And I don't see that. The dungeons and the game sucks, and all that. Like it's just not good at all. It's like I said, super repetitive, super long. It takes forever to find a save point. Like it pissed me off like twice already in a dungeon where I got really far, and of course you have all these enemies you have to keep fighting everything like that. I'm gonna get to the battle in a minute, to the battle system in a minute. But a lot of enemies and everything like that you gotta keep fighting and all that, and then trying to run through this place while you have to right, you have to worry about them. There's also traps, there's also puzzles and everything like that with no save point, and plenty of times I've died where I had to start off in the beginning, and it got me so mad. Like so, that's the one thing I hate with a lot of these old school JRPGs. Not even all of them, because there are some that have like dungeons that's well done, well put together and everything like that, where you can find save points and everything like that. But this game, I don't know why they decided to like have the dungeons super long but no save points in sight. And another thing is when you do find a save point, there's no healing station next to it. I remember in the first dungeons and everything when I started the game, there was healing stations next to the save point. But when you get further in the game, there's only save points and no healing stations. Like I don't understand that. Why would you get rid of that? I need it. If anything, in the beginning of the game, I wouldn't need that because it's the beginning of the game. You don't really have to worry about tough enemies and stuff like that. But why later on in the game when you go to the dungeons later on where you can't heal up at a healing station right next to a save point? Why did they get rid of it in the later dungeons? Why is only a save point? Why did it take forever to get to a damn save point? And then I have to constantly keep using up all my healing items, my blueberries, my blackberries to fill up my MP so I can continue using my symbology and everything like that to heal people, because you're gonna have to be doing that a lot in these dungeons. A lot, guys. Like, it's just so bad. The dungeons are just so bad. So bad, and it's repetitive and everything. I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. Like, it just sucks. Sucks. Terrible dungeon layouts. Everything is just not good like that. And, having to take forever to find a damn save point. And then you're weak as hell with no damn healing station to heal up. At least have that. At least. What if I didn't have anything else to heal with? What would have happened? Like, come on. It's just so annoying with that. And then the next thing, the battling system. Oh my god. The battling system, I would definitely say, is one of the worst. The worst, guys. The worst battle systems I've ever played. Tried out, I should say, in any Star Ocean series. The worst one in the damn series, I can say. Oh my god. The battle system is so bad. It's so... I don't know if it's just me, but I don't see any way to lock onto characters and anything in the battle system, in the battling. I don't know if you guys noticed that. There's no way to lock on certain characters. I mean, enemies. So you're trying to attack and everything like that, but you're like swinging, swinging into the air, missing the enemy while they're like running off or whatever like that, or fighting somebody else because you can't lock onto them. So annoying. I hate that so much. Like, I'm just like swing my weapon and everything missing because there's no lock on feature. Like, the enemy could be right here. I'm trying to attack him, but I'm facing this way, attacking, to straight ahead, and he's to the right of me. Like, really, like, come on, that's so stupid. I don't like that. I even tried like I looked into like those tutorial they have, the little battle tutorial that they have. I don't see anything about locking onto enemy. I tried every button you could think of or when I'm in a battle, and I don't see a way to lock onto enemies. So like, why not have something simple like that with a type of battle system that's like this? You should have a lock on feature. It's not like a turn-based game where you stand there. You have a selection of things you do, you attack. That's different. You don't need a lock on system for that. But if I'm running around the damn battlefield and everything like that, I can't lock onto the enemy, and I keep missing my attacks while they're hitting all this. That's not right. That's just so cheap. I hate that so much. Like, oh my god. Next thing with the battle system, which I really hate, is that damn Fury crap, Fury system, whatever the hell it is, where you can't use regular attacks with X. You have to use circle to like break their like defense off or whatever like that. Because if the Fury bar is full, you can't attack them with a regular hit. You have to hit circle to do like a I'd say like a more power attack, whatever like that. I don't really know. The battle system sucks, so I don't really like look too much into what the moves are called, whatever like that. But like, I don't know if that's a stronger attack or what. But all I know is you have to use that in order to break off their defense or whatever like that. No other way. The only other way I should say that you can actually attack them without having to do that is if you attack them from behind, or if they're doing attacks first, which uses up their fury, like the special attacks, whatever like that. Then you can do a few like regular attacks on them with X until that bar of theirs fills back up. Once it fills back up, if you're in the middle of doing a regular attack with them, a regular attack on them, it confuses you. Like, it knocks you back or whatever like that, and you get dazed for a little bit like that, like daze and everything. And now you just like, you can't move for a little bit. You like stunned pretty much like that. That's what I'm looking for. Is you just stunned, and then they can like get some extra like free attacks on you and stuff like that until you wake up. I hate that so much. It's just, that's the worst thing ever in a JRPG. You don't need to have these type of features in a game to like, to like, I don't know if they wanted to like be more like a challenge or whatever like that, but come on, these games, we play these things for fun, fun, entertain, everything like that. We don't want a challenging battle system, whatever like that, all this shit where you have to like break off defense and everything before you can start attacking them. Does that make sense to me? Like, no, that don't happen in real life. Do you have to break off somebody's defense before you fight them? Like, come on. Like, this is so stupid. Like, I don't like that feature at all. Like, why did they put that feature in this game? It is so bad. Like, that's the main thing in the battles that I don't like, that pisses me off. That's the reason why most of the time I run from battles, because I don't like the battles. This is the first time in any JRPG I could think of where I always run, where I don't like to really fight. I don't enjoy the battle system, so I usually try to avoid the enemies and everything because you can see the enemies on the map. So I try to avoid some of them. Some of them, they run so fast, so if they see you, like, boom, they just quickly run to you and like start the battle. Like, how did you do that so quick? So a lot of them you can't really avoid. Some you can. Some I try to go in behind them, but I don't know how the hell they know I'm behind them because they quickly turn around and then the battle starts. Like, how do you quickly turn around and run fast to me like that? How do you know I'm behind you? So things like that I don't like, and in JRPG, just so bad. Like, why have that feature with the fury bars and whatever like that? You have to break off the defense or whatever that in order to do your regular moves or whatever. Because hitting with X is fast. He does his attacks quick. Fate, that's his name. I didn't mention his name. He does his attacks. He does his attacks quick with X. But if you do circle, he swings so slow, guys. It's like he swings so slow and everything like that. And by the time I'm trying to swing to do attack on them, they attack me first. So it's kind of hard to do some moves. Like sometimes I'm trying to like swing to break off their armor, or sometimes I'm trying to do a special attack with him with Fate, and then they attack me first or whatever like that. They'll stun me or whatever like that. And it's like, come on, are you serious? Like shit like that pisses me off. Like I hate that so much. Hate that with a passion. Like come on, like I'm swinging the weapon so damn slow like that, and I can't even get to attack. I can't even get to do land attacks on them. Like come on. And not only that, you have your team, your teammates or whatever. I feel like a lot of the time they're useless. Like they can't really help you much. Like like I feel like the AI in this game is not good at all. It's not good at all. Like oh my god, if there's anything, I still have more things to talk about. But if there's anything, the number one thing I hate in the game that's just pisses me off so much, that's just worse, super terrible, is the damn battle system. Like I said, battle system sucks so much. Like I don't like it at all. I hate it. Oh my god. And another thing with the battle system, because I'm not done yet, guys. And one more thing with the battle system I'll talk about is how the hell, do you die from losing MP? What JRPG has ever done something like that where you lose MP and you die? So not only can you die from losing HP, but you could also die in this game from MP. So the enemies have two ways to kill you, pretty much, either with HP or MP. And you know how many times I've died from MP, which I didn't even know honestly at the time, because I was like, wait, why am I dying? I'm like my HP is still full. I mean, like halfway there. Why am I dying? I didn't realize that it was the MP is the reason why I keep dying. Because I was trying to figure out like why I keep dying. Is it really my MP, or is it something else I'm doing, or something's going on while I'm dying quickly? And not realizing that's what it was. It was the MP. Because I even looked it up online, and that's what it is. I'm like, are you serious? Guys, like, come on. Guys, what do you think of that? For you JRPG fans out there, like, especially with you retro JRPG fans like myself and everything like that, what do you guys think of, like, playing a JRPG like that, where you're fighting enemies or a difficult boss or whatever like that, and you almost finish, like, defeating him, but he can just take you out with just like by just depleting your MP? What do you guys think of that? Like, that is just, come on, that's so cheap, that's so dumb, stupid. Who would think of that? Why would why would they think of something like that? Like, who? Come on, like that's so stupid. Like that's a thing. That's a main that and the fury feat system, whatever. In the battle system is why I don't like fighting in this game. Why I usually try to run from this game. It's like often with me running. If I encounter a battle, I usually run. Sometimes I'll fight, but I usually run because the battle is so boring and you have to deal with that shit and then lose an MP and you die too. Like it's so boring. So most of the time I'm trying to avoid enemies and everything, like trying to go around them or whatever like that, because the battle is not fun. It's not fun like it was in Second Story. It's not fun like it was in First Departure. Or like come on, like it's just so bad, guys. I hate it with a passion. Like oh my god. And what else with the battle system I could talk about? Is there anything else I missed with the battle system? No. I think that's it with the battle system. So now let's move on to the other stuff. Oh, all right. So the next thing is I have to talk about that. Damn, was such a huge disappointment in this game, I should say, and that's the creation system. All the story options I have played, the older ones, they had a great creation system where you can like, create your own like weapons. You can make food and stuff like that. You can do alchemy and stuff like that, and it's just so much more fun to do. Like oh my god, in the second story, I used to be hooked to do like making, create a lot of stuff in that game, make a lot of food in that game. And I remember there's a town you can go to where you can actually cook in the town and everything like that. I forgot what it's called. I think like some type of chef thing or whatever like that, some type of contest or whatever like that you can do. I don't remember which town it was or whatever because it's been a long time since I played that game. I have to play that game back. Like after playing this, it makes me want to play those games next for this channel. Like Second Story and First Departure, I definitely would like to do a Let's Play on the channel. First Departure, I'll definitely do first because that's technically the first game in the series, and also because it's shorter than the Second Story. So I'll definitely do that one first before Second Story and everything like that. But those games, it's like this is pushing me more to play those games, like on this channel next. Once I finish with Skies of Arcadia Legends and whatever. Even I can even multitask. I wouldn't even mind just starting two, games at once or whatever like that. But it's so bad with the creation system. Like it's just not fun at all. Like it is in the past two games that I've played and everything like in the series. This is so whack. Like the creation system, you have to pretty much is like you get like a workshop. You have to get a license for a workshop later on in the game. You get, I mean, well, not really later on. It's like sort of like in the early parts of the game when you get to a specific town, you can get a license for like you could like a creation license, whatever like that. So you can start like making stuff in a workshop. So the only way you can create stuff is not by the menu like it used to be in old games. You have to go to specific areas in the town, or even some they have in dungeons, which is weird. You have like a little area where like there's a workshop, a little area, and dungeons like a little area, a little section, or whatever like that. Or sometimes it could be a room. It depends on what type of dungeon you're in. If y'all know like out in the wild or whatever, usually like a little section there, kind of like you said, kind of like a little camp spot or whatever like that. You can use the workshop there and invest stuff. I mean invent stuff. And in the town is usually like some house somewhere in the town where you can like go in there and you can invent stuff. This is so stupid. So you do that, you go to a workshop, you have to buy the stuff for the workshop as well, which sucks. Like all these things cost so much money in this damn game. That's another thing I'm about to talk about is the money, the currency in the damn game. But everything is super expensive in this game. You know, to buy all the pieces, you should say like to do alchemy, engineering, cooking, all that stuff. You have to buy everyone piece by piece for that specific workshop. If you buy it for that specific workshop and you go to a different one, you have to do it for that one too. Which is so that's more money you have to spend. So you telling me you have to do it for each workshop that you go to, you have to buy all of these things back. You know, or if not, then the best thing to do is just continue running back to that area all the time. Like, are you serious? The same area, the same town or whatever that you bought everything for. That's so stupid. Then you have to buy lines, which is pretty much like I don't know. You say like construction lines, whatever. Like three people on line one, people on line two can do this. Three people on line four can do this and stuff like that. You have to buy the lines, which cost like 2,000 gold or whatever like that. It's just so tedious. Like it's just so dumb. And then once you do that, you select whoever is good with like, let's say you want to do cooking. You select whoever on your team is good at cooking. Also, you can hire people as well, which is it's kind of annoying and dumb how to do it. But you have to go to certain area. You gotta find them on the road map pretty much. They could be in a town or whatever like that. You find this person who's willing to like you can help. I mean, not who's willing to help you. You can pretty much like have them join you in your workshops if you do like specific tasks for them. Like let's say they're looking for this, you got to get them this, hand over this item, you know, something like that in order to get them, you know, a part of your team to like work in your workshop. That's how you get them, which is so lame. I don't really care about that. I usually use the people that's in my team already, my teammates or whatever like that I fight with. That's on a journey with me. I just use them to make shit. I don't really care about that. That's just so boring and tedious, and it's just pointless even running around the map trying to find these people, whatever like that. It doesn't make a difference. Who cares, you know? But pretty much, you know, you have like if you do cooking, if you want to do cooking, you have to use whoever in your team has a high, you know, level of cooking, who's really good at that. You put those three people together, or you can put one or two. I feel like it's best to do like three people because I feel like when you do only one or even two, they never create shit. Like how are you hiring cooking? Your cooking's like 30 or 40. How the hell can't you still make shit? You need other people to help you? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. It's so stupid. You know, so that's how you do it line one. And if you're doing line two, that you want to do line two like for like smithery, whatever, like to make weapons, then you gotta find people on your team that can do that, or the people that you have hired to do that, and vice versa, you know, all that shit. This is so boring. It's lame. Like, and that's the only way you can really like get like cool weapons in the game, like to invent new weapons or armor and stuff like that. You have to do that stuff in order to do it. I think also actually there's the people that you can hire, they're actually making stuff as well. So you can find those things in shops that you can check to see which shop is selling whatever these people are buying. I mean, whatever these people have created, and whatever they're doing, whatever shop, whatever in town, whatever town, you can go there and buy them. But usually stuff that they create is whack. Like they're weak weapons or weak armor or whatever like that. It's pointless. So why should I buy it? Not only that, they cost so much money. They cost a home and a leg to buy. Why am I spending like 10,000 gold for this cheap lame weapon sword or whatever like that's weaker than the one I had before, like the one I have currently on me, you know, equipped. Like it's so stupid. Like I don't understand that the creation system is terrible in this game. I don't even care to use it because it's not as fun as it was in the old games. How do you mess up on that? Like how do you mess up on that? Oh my god, guys, it's like it's so bad, so bad. Like oh my god, what else I can mention with the creation system that I hate? That's about it. Yeah, there's nothing else to really talk about that. It's just boring, tedious. I don't really care to do it. Here and there, I'll use it here and there, but I don't really care to use it because it's just pointless. You have people that's high in certain things like cooking or whatever. You're doing that. and they still can't make shit. Or if they do make something, it's something that's not, it's like, a terrible product or whatever like that. It's not even, good to use or worth it or whatever like that. It's just so dumb. Also the creation system to mention is like a little bar. They have two bars when you're making something. There's the quality and the time. So when the time bar goes down, you got to look at their faces and the left side to see if they like have a how you say, like a successful look on their face or whatever like that. That means they created something, which is so dumb. That's the only way you can know if somebody made something. And if they don't, they have that face like, oh, or whatever like that. And then that means they didn't create something. And it was just a waste of time. Not only that, one more thing I forgot, no, two more things I forgot to mention. When you're creating stuff as well, you have to spend money as well, which sometimes costs a lot of money. So just think about it. Let's say you have three people that's working on the cooking line or whatever like that, and it costs like $1,000 to do it. So you have when you spend $1,000 pretty much while they're making stuff, that time is going down. It keeps going down. The quality is going down as well. While the more you wait, the longer you wait to see if they're gonna make something, that's $1,000 just keeps going out of your money like that, out of your currency, pretty much out of your pocket. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, or whatever like that. You know how much money you're wasting doing that? It's bad. I don't know who thought of that. Who thought of that back then? And that worked in that game. Like, what person on that team thought that was a good idea to do that? Like, it's so stupid. It's really, really bad. Oh my god. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Ugh. And the last thing with the creation, I don't really understand this, but you could put up like anything you make, you can put up for sale. Like, this girl, I forgot her name. I don't even care. Oh damn, what's her name? Damn, I forgot her name, but she's like the head of the inventing whatever committee or whatever the hell it is, or whatever like that, the guilds or whatever that you talk to, and you can talk on your inventory screen or whatever like that. The inventory screen or whatever. You go there, you select that, you talk to her. She walks around with some stupid thing in her hand. I forgot what the hell it's called. She kind of reminds me of that thing she had in her hand. Kind of reminds me of that girl that uses those like machinery type of weapons in Second Story. I forgot her name. Whatever like that you can get on your team. But she pretty much like you can like let her like determine the value of whatever you created, and after that you can put up for sale. I still don't understand what's that for. Like, do I make money that way? Is that a way to make money or something for my creations? Like, I don't understand how that works. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And then sometimes, while you're on the map, it says something's on sale or whatever. Like, what is that? Like, this is so stupid. Like, I still don't understand much of that feature. Like, what is that supposed to do? What is like, determining the quality of my item does and putting up for sale? What does that do? Am I getting money or what? Because I don't see that happening. And I've been playing the game for a while now, doing a couple of these inventions and shit. I don't see nothing like that going on. So I don't know what that feature is for, when she determines the value of something and puts it up for sale. For whoever played the game, let me know what the hell it's for, because I do not know. If that's a way to make easy money in this way, then okay, I can understand why you barely get shit from the enemies. You barely get money from the enemies. They don't give you much. Sometimes the boss will probably give you 1,000 or 4,000 gold the most, or whatever like that. Regular enemies only give you like 100 gold or whatever like that. How am I supposed to buy things in the store which cost like 100? Not 100, well, probably like 100,000, but like 10,000 or over that, or whatever like that. Actually, yeah, I think I've seen things cost 100,000, whatever in that game. How can I buy these stuff if I barely have money? How am I supposed to get money like that? Sometimes in dungeons, when you go like open certain chests, you do get a lot of money. They give you a lot of money. That's how you can tell like a lot of this shit in this game is super expensive. For what reason, I do not know. Because the other games was not like that. But even if you have all this money, you still can't afford things. Or if you're able to buy like one good sword for Faith that costs this amount of money, you're not gonna have anything left to buy any other good, strong weapons for other teammates, or strong armor for him or other people in your group. It's just so stupid. Like, I don't like that feature at all. I don't know what's up with the currency, whatever like that, which is what I was gonna talk about next, but I'm talking about it pretty much. So that's pretty much it with the currency that I want to talk about that. So that's the currency right there checked off. The creation checked off and all that. The battling, the dungeons. What else am I missing? Yeah, because this is, oh my god, guys, I know I talked for a lot. Oh wow. I'm also gonna show you guys some gameplay footage of that and everything like that. Might mess up my words too. But and what else? Then there was something else I had to talk about. What was it? Oh yeah, the voice acting. Oh my god. Ugh, voice acting in this game is so bad, guys. It is terrible. Like, the voice acting makes me laugh like a lot. Oh my god, with his voice is just hilarious. Like, sometimes when he's be yelling or something like dramatic happen, he's like, no, whatever. Like he's like it's so it's so funny. Like voice acting is really really bad. There's one of these characters that you encounter. I forgot her name, but she's a part of this like what's it called, the Crimson Blades or whatever like that. It's like some kind of like spy like intel group or whatever. Like between what's it Aquaria. There's like this war going on between these two once you crash land on this planet with your with Cliff. That's all the guy I'm about to talk about in a minute. And this other girl with them called her name is Mirage. So you guys crash land on this other planet after they rescue you from the other planet you crashed on previously, whatever like that. So you have these two warring, countries or whatever like that fighting against each other. Ariglyph or Ariglyph, how you say it, and Aquaria and everything like that. So you get like pretty much you get like mixed up in this. You get caught up in the middle of this and everything because you crash land into the city and Ariglyph, whatever. That's how you get caught up in this war and everything like that. It gets really intense later on in the game, but I'm not really gonna talk too much on it for you guys that probably haven't played it yet. I want to play it. I'm not a person that likes to spoil stuff. I hate spoilers as well. I don't care if the game is super old. It could be a 20-year-old game, a 31-year-old game, or whatever like that, 40 years old. But I still want to spoil it for those people because there's plenty of people who still haven't played these games. They've been out for years. Doesn't mean that everyone has played it. So I still want to spoil it. But pretty much you have this group, the Crimson Blades or whatever, that works for Aquaria, that you work for them because they're pretty much like the good people, whatever, like the good guys in the war, whatever like that. So yeah, so that's what's going on. But it's really intense later on. A lot of cutscenes, really good. That's another thing I forgot to mention. But so with this girl though in that group called the Crimson Blades, her voice super annoying. Like oh my god, she has this high pitched squeaky like voice, like the typical voice you hear in like a lot of these like pretty much these typical like JRPGs of today. Where it's always these typical JRPGs of today where you have this female protagonist that have the big boobs or whatever, like look like a little schoolgirl or whatever. They have the high pitched voice or whatever like, while they attack like like that. She had this super high pitched voice which is super annoying. It just makes me laugh and also gets me more annoyed and pissed off at the same time hearing her. That's how she sounds. Just like how these games are now, like how it is with the Atlia Iris series, what I would play before Atlia Rise, whatever the hell. There's so many of them in the series, whatever like that. And the last one I played, I think it was called Alia Sophie, whatever. It was just like that. It was the female protagonist, whatever, big boobs or whatever, the typical, like how Japanese people always like to do with these games. How to create these type of these type of characters. These high pitched voices, whatever they're swinging the weapons or whatever like that. That's how she sounds. So it's just so annoying. The voice acting is really bad. Like, I guess Cliff, he's kind of cool. Like his voice is all right. He's okay. But other than that, the voice acting is not good at all. Like it's like I said, so many times I've laughed, especially with the main character. Faith's voice is just so funny, especially if something like really like dramatic happened or whatever like that. Or later on, like I'm not gonna spoil it, but later on, like when he unlocks his powers or whatever like that, it's just so funny. Like I just had to laugh at that scene, that cutscene. It was a good cutscene though. It really was. I was thinking about probably putting that cutscenes for you guys to see it, but I don't know if you guys wouldn't mind it, Maybe I would just put it. I was putting it in there, for you guys. Like I said, I don't really want to spoil much of the game, but that was actually a cool scene and everything like that. Hopefully, I'm able to like it would be no issues. Hopefully, it was able to be recorded since I recorded a couple of footage on the PS4. I know sometimes like certain games you can't record; they block certain like footage you can show like from like certain cutscenes. I know the newer games are like that. I don't know about the old games, like these type of games as a ports for the PS2. So if I can do it, I'll throw that in there, for you guys to see it. Because it was a really nice scene. And that's what I miss about these old JRPGs and stuff. Before I get into any of the positives, because I didn't want to talk about the cutscenes real quick. I think there's something else I want to talk about that was good. Maybe not. But what else? The characters, like them, damn, the models are also like kind of weird. Like the postures and pretty much like Cliff. Like, what's up with this guy? Like the way what is he wearing? He has like some weird outfit on, and he walks kind of like feminine in a way. Like the way, like why is he walking like that? But he's always talking about how he loves girls and stuff like that. Like why they have him standing like that? It's just crazy. Like kind of like flamboyant, whatever. That's the word that I meant to use or whatever. It's just it's funny to me. Well, it's like whatever. Like sometimes the way they just stand or whatever they wearing is like what the hell you got on? Like it's just so weird with the outfits they have and stuff in the game, but it's like a minor thing. That's not even like a big deal, whatever like that. But this Cliff and like specifically, like he's just kind of strange. Like the way he would things he dressed, like this type of dress style and everything like that, and everything. But he's cool though. I like his movesets and everything like that. He's more of like a fighter. I think he like brass knuckles on or whatever like that he fights with. So yeah, so he's cool and everything. And then when you get the other characters, like they're good. There's this character who reminds me a lot, like the guy from Second Story, Diaz, and everything. His moveset is just like that guy from Second Story. Like, oh my god, I that guy reminds me so much of Sephiroth, Diaz. But what else? Yeah, I think that's all the negatives I want to talk about. Yeah, I think that's all the negatives. So the other positive, yeah, I think that's all the negatives. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I don't know, but I know I've been talking for a long time, guys. I know, but I like to do my for you guys like I said before. For you guys that's new, this is how I like to do my reviews and everything like that. This is all coming straight from my head. You know, my experiences playing these games, everything like that. I'm not gonna show you just the gameplay footage reading from a script like a lot of these other people be doing out here. You know, I'm telling you guys from what I played, what I know. You know, my knowledge on these games and everything like that. So for you guys that don't know, you know who's new to my channel, this is how I do my reviews and everything, my quick reviews, my rants or whatever like that, like this. But the positives, I mean, other positive I can say is also the cutscenes. I really love the cutscenes. Like cutscenes, like I said already, the cutscenes are really good. You're not gonna get cutscenes like this nowadays in JRPGs. I don't see these like really intense cutscenes where you like hyped or you get like goosebumps and stuff like that. Like that's the type of cutscenes I miss in a lot of these JRPGs back in the days, specifically on the PS2 and definitely on the PS1 has some great cutscenes, especially in Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 8 has some really good ones as well, especially the ones where you had to fight the garden battles. Oh my god, we had Balam Garden, if I'm saying correctly, against Galabat. I don't know how you say. I always call it Galabadia, the garden in Final Fantasy 8. Those cutscenes, oh my god, it was so good. Love the cutscenes in that one. Final Fantasy 9, even though that one out of the three wasn't my best, the cutscenes with the summonings, oh my god, like they put a lot of emphasis on the summonings. Like they gave them a story in that game, and they did really good with those cutscenes when there's some when those summonings be are summoned or whatever like that called upon. So good, especially the one with Bahamut and Alexandria, and then Alexander and Alexandria. Like all of that, just love it, man. That's the type of scenes I miss in the games. Like these type of scenes in this game, and those games in the past, especially in the PS1. The PS1, I feel like the cutscenes in that game was better than the PS2. Honestly, like I feel like they went in. They went in with those cutscenes, the FMVs. That's what it's called, and pretty much, they went in. Like this is so good. Like I said, specifically those three games, 7, 8, and 9 had some great cutscenes and everything like that. 10 as well on the PS2 had some really good cutscenes. Final Fantasy 10 and everything like that had some really great cutscenes and everything like that. So intense. Like that's what I love. Like you don't see that anymore in these games. Like it just sucks. Like you don't get that anymore. Like I can't even think of any JRPGs right now I've recently played that had like cool like cutscenes like that. You see, can't think of none, none whatsoever. Like none at all. And that's the games now. Like people always talk about praise, whatever, like that. Like like the new Persona games and stuff like that. What's the new one? They on 5, whatever, and things like that. I don't see that game having no cool looking scenes and going on in that. What else game doesn't have no cool scenes? Even Trials of Cold Steel, you have no cool cutscenes like that. I mean, they do, but I miss that type of like thing with like the little movies shows like they show whatever the FMVs whatever. I miss that. Like this is so much more intense. You're not gonna get that anymore. But this game has it, man. So good. And I think that's it with the positives, the negatives. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to mention. Damn, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. No, I think that's it. Yeah, talked about everything. Dungeons and battles, voice acted, the creation system, currency, um, character models sometimes, and that's about it. I can't think of anything else. But other than that, all those negatives, it's still a good game. The only reason why I'm still playing it, is because I love the story. I really enjoy the story a lot. Love the story. It's just so good. Like, and also the reading up on the dictionary. I don't know. I'm so hooked to reading up on all these stuff because you get to read up on different planets and everything like that, or like different type of like races on different planets and everything like that. Different species and all that stuff. It's just so cool reading all this stuff, especially when you read up on a lot of these things, from the previous games. I love that. So that kind of ties in a way with the dictionary feature, ties in with the like then you talk about a little bit with second story, and talk about a little bit of first departure R with those planets in that game and stuff like that, and like the races you encounter in that game, stuff like that. But the main thing, like I said, is the story. Especially right now, with the war going on, everything like that, it's just getting so intense. Like, and that's pretty much the only reason why I'm still playing it because the battle system is so bad. I don't like the battle system at all, but story is good, and I mean it's an old school JRPG. What's not to love? Oh, the roadmap. I should have mentioned about the roadmap. I'm not big on the roadmap either. I wish the roadmap was more like how our overall is, like how it was in what's it in Star Ocean First Departure R, and also in Second Story we have the overall where you can get like a Do you ever get a ship? I don't know if you get a ship in First Departure R. No, actually, you don't get a ship in any of them. I remember in Second Story, you get like this like animal that you can like fly with, like some type of dragon or whatever like that. And I know you can ride a bunny, and both of them you can actually in First Departure and Second Story. You can ride a bunny on the roadmap. Yeah, they don't use it. They don't use animals. They don't use vehicles or nothing like that. But at least they have that, and they have an overall. I wish this game had it. It doesn't have that. I just feel like this one was they just got they got a little lazy with it. After Second Story, they got really lazy and like kind of cut down features and stuff like that. Made it more linear, I should say. It wasn't as like dramatic and big and big role and with like that. A lot of things you can do, like how Second Story was and stuff like that. Like I said, First Departure R is more of a shorter game and everything like that. But that game is just way better, light years ahead of this game. Like it's just like till the end of time, it wasn't really the best. Like, but other than that, like I said, the story is really really good, and that's what's keeping my interest right now. And everything like that. What I would like to get as well is Star Ocean Last Hope, which I do have also on the PS4. But from what I was reading, it is true. Like what people are saying on Reddit, but a lot of these PS2 ports on the PS4 sucks. A lot of them have a lot of issues with frame rates, bugs. It freezes a lot, glitches. I've seen a lot of those stuff. Even in this game, there's a lot of audio issues I've noticed in this game and stuff like that. A lot of freezing, at certain points I'm at, it like kind of slows down. Whatever, like what the hell's going on there? So I kind of regret getting it on the PS4, and I kind of regret getting the Last Hope as well. But I'm not gonna be playing the Last Hope on the PS4, even though I have it on there already, which sucks. I know I got it for a good deal anyways. But I saw that they have a good deal for a brand new one, on Amazon for the PS3. And it's called the international version, something like that, international edition, whatever, because I have like extra features and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna be getting on there. It's really, really good deal. It's like 20, I think it was $28 or something like that. So I'm definitely gonna get on there and play it on there instead, and everything like that. But that one I'm playing all the time. I'm not gonna. I'll probably do a review on that one though in the future, whenever I do get in and play it, stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna get it on there. I still would like to get till the end of time back on the PS2. I mean, get it on the PS2, but since I got so far already in this one, that's the reason why I'll just continue playing on the PS4. That's the only reason why I got this far. I'm just gonna continue. If it was like the beginning parts of the game, whatever, then I would have all right, forget this. I'm just gonna wait until I get the PS2 version, buy that one and play it on there. But yeah, but it is what it is. But I'm not talking long enough. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to mention. But other than that, like I said, there's a lot of negatives and a few positives and everything like that. But like I said, playing it makes me definitely want to go over those two games. Play those games over and everything like that. Well, on the channel, I should say, and everything, because they're just so much better, I should say. But yeah, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything else on the game. Yeah, I think that's about it. Trying to see. I'm trying to remember, like, because sometimes whatever I like think is I'm done, then I end this, and like, oh wait, there's something else I forgot. But yeah, I think that's it. So that's pretty much it. The main thing I really want to talk about was just mainly the dungeon and the battle system, because that's like the two worst things in the game. But yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah. But anyways, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. For you guys that have played it, what do you guys think of that? You think I'm just here just complaining, or that I suck at the battle system? Like when people will say, oh, you just suck, whatever like that, or when people like to complain and talk all this crap shit, whatever, because you dislike something, they like it, like what, let me know. What do you guys think? Am I right with that, or what? Or do you guys feel the same, or all that stuff with the battling the dungeons, all the other stuff I mentioned, everything like that? And also, what do you guys think that for you guys that beat the game without spoiling it? Did you guys enjoy it, or whatever like that? Does it get a lot much better, much more intense? Later on, just let me know. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time for the next one. Take care.
What's that? What is that?
Dragon Brigade? No, that's...
It's them.
Something from Greeton?
No, that's the Vendini.
Vendini?
What are they doing all the way out here? Are they planning on conquering this world?
Hey, we better get out of here. I know what they're after.
What do you mean?
Actually,
Can't wait. We need to get back to headquarters.
Oh. What is that?
Dion, sir, the weapon is loaded.
Great. Wait until you hear the word.
Yes, sir.
I'll come home to my dreams. Wait for me.
Dion, sir.
Yes, fire! Begin the attack! Dion! Retreat! Retreat! Leave the runological weapons where they are! Save your own lives! Ah! Dion, sir! No! Stop! Stop! Please!
Yo, snap out of it! Run, you'll be captured!
What are you talking about? Wait, they're not after me, are they? Was that why they attacked Haida? Was that my fault?
Calm down, Fate. I can
No,
explain.
I see now. It is all because of me. Everything. That's why Haida was attacked. That's why the Hellera was attacked. And now Elikor too. It's all my fault.
I said calm down. Listen to me.
What do they want me for? Why do they want me enough to kill so many innocent people? Who the hell am I?
You don't really want to mess with us, do you? Lightning Blast!
Spear of might!
Lightning Blast!
Ice Spear!
Lightning Blast!
That was fun.
Oh yeah!
fury!
This is gonna hurt!
Too slow!
This is gonna hurt!
Want some? A fury! Retreat!
Let's get out of here for now.